Go to TAPgiles.com to learn dreams, engage my services, and support the channel.
Quite a common thing in video games is that if something is going to attack, then if it takes damage, like if you hit it before it gets to actually do the attack, then it will cancel it out. So this attack animation has a little like wind up. If you make that wind up longer, like that, and if we got attacked during this part, we might want to say that we can be interrupted if we take damage, and it will cancel the attack. So this all works normally still. It just has this longer power up, kind of charge up time for it. And yeah, so now let's have a block which will hurt us. So let's make this red and have a looping timeline that has a health modifier on it, so that if we're near it, then, and we'll make it like pulse as well. So it subtracts some health, and we make it loop. At the moment it's only on impact, so if we're touching the block, but we want it on zone, so that even if we're next to it, it will hurt us. So let's put it like that. And now when we're next to it, it's got like the stuff has put there for the animation and stuff, which is cool. But if we're in the middle of this sword swinging animation, then it's kind of twitching and freaking out our sword attack. So we want to skip this and interrupt it when that happens, and we take damage. So in the health manager, there's the output for currently losing health. So if that's happening, we want to tell this to be interrupted. For now, I'll just have like a simple node over here from the currently losing health. So then we know in here when we want to skip. All we need to do is make this a little bit longer so that we have just like at least a frame at the end there where nothing is happening. And this is on once mode, so you can't just like turn this off, because it will keep playing to the end regardless. So what we want to do is use a keyframe and then L1 and X to record where this playhead is. So now we've recorded it being there. So if we rewind and then I play and I add a switch, then while that keyframe is powered, then it's setting that playhead to that position there. So if we do that but move the position to the end with L1 and X on the playhead, now it will just, even if it was in the middle of this playing, it will skip to the end and then stop. So if you had a keyframe on here, then it's going to snap that playhead to wherever you're recording from. So you would need to have it outside the timeline. But while you're recording, use L1 and X, and then you can drag it, and then it's recording that. If you drag it normally, then it won't record it. So it hasn't got the hash marks. You have to hold L1 so that it will work. So if we just let that play, and I'll make it really slow. If we turn that on and then turn it off, it will skip back to where it was and then resume. So instead we'll have keep changes, so that when we turn it off, it will keep whatever changes it set when it was on, which was being at the end. So now turn it on and turn it off, and now it will just stay at the end. And when we like power this again from another attack, it will go back to the beginning again. So that's cool. Now let's wire that into there, and I'll leave this open so we can see what's going on, and I'll actually leave it on the slow mode as well. So I start an attack, then you can see it like skipping to the end when we take damage. So now we've got an interrupt for our attack there.
Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something interesting. Go to patreon.com/TAPgiles to learn something new every day.